What's going on, guys? Sync-WaVey back with some more tips and tricks for the Psycommu system Zaku. Kind of got inspired to showcase this because me and was talking to Yab about how good the suit is, and I felt like I had to make a video and try to show the more like in visualize what you should be doing with the suit, and obviously the little advanced combos you can do with the suit. But basically, as you can see right now, I'm just showing the movement of this suit, and it's 140 speed. You can make it 145 because it doesn't make much of a difference. I would, as a new player with this suit, I would stack more thrusters on it. But if you want to get more advanced with it, you can still obviously have thrusters on it, but I like to go in and do melee with it, so I like stack a bit of melee on it just to see how ridiculous the melee is, you know. Well, as you can see from range, it has a lot of damage from 200 range, and obviously it shoots narrow, right? So you can basically get all the hits in if you're obviously accurate. But see, with a moving target, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I'm demonstrating basically what I would use in the range combo. I actually shoot them 3 times with it, because the third shot is like the guaranteed damage, and then the incomes is actually to catch them after they roll, because they don't want to get hit by any more of that damage. So that's when I lock onto them, and when I see them dodge roll, or even if they don't, that's when I shoot the incomes to probably try to force out a dodge roll or anything like that. Basically, I'm doing damage to them to force them to dodge roll. After they get stunned, usually people get dodge roll after they take a lot of damage, and obviously the suit does a lot of damage. But I'm basically showing the order and when you should use the incomes. I think it's the best way to use them after they dodge roll, because they can't obviously dodge roll out of it. They have to try and like move with their normal movement speed out of the way of the incomes, which is pretty hard. I don't really use the rear too much unless I've already confirmed them doing a dodge roll. So that would be the second motion after I shot them 3 times, and then go to incomes and then watch them dodge roll and try to catch them, like shoot them with the dodge roll. Then I will repeat the process by tap firing twice to restun them, and then try to catch them with the rear incomes, which will be pretty close to when they actually recover after the dodge roll, but it may force them to dodge roll once again. But if they can't dodge roll, then it's basically guaranteed damage. Obviously these weapons also pierce, which you're not really going to see that happen too much in space, probably more in Space Fortress. But yeah, basically this is what you want to do at range. It's basically shoot them 3 times, because shooting them 3 times is better than trying to shoot them twice and then shoot your incomes straight after, because they're probably gonna dodge like your incomes and you're gonna do like chip damage, where you could have just shot them a third time and did massive amounts of damage, right? The reason why I don't like overheating my main weapon is because the other 2 weapons are not good at, they don't stun at all. So I'll basically be relying on my teammates to stun when the shooting comes, because it's not really good to just shoot your incomes at something and you're kind of just wasting your heat rate basically for pitiful damage basically. Because if I was just to initiate with the incomes, I'm probably not going to hit a lot, right? So that's why I always like to keep my main particle cannon on hand, and I never overheat it. Yes, I really have to, but mainly I'm not trying to overheat that weapon because that's like my main stun, right? So as you can see, you just keep that in mind. Use the incomes are like, because they're gonna try to dodge you after the third hit. Most of the time, my experience is they try to dodge roll after the third hit, and then you shoot your incomes out, you catch them in the dodge roll, then you reapply your stun again, because by that time when your incomes come back, your fingers are ready to go to shoot them up to 3 times again, or even just shoot them twice and then shoot the rear ones out. And this is what I'm basically demonstrating right here that I don't want to do, because I'm trying to rely on hitting with the other weapons, and they're not going to do a lot of damage if the target is not standing still. Obviously the targets are standing still in front of me, but that's not going to be the reality when you actually go out in the field. So I don't like to overheat these weapons. So yeah, as you can see, I'm still basically always shooting something, right? And that's kind of where you want to be at with this suit. You always want to have something to always shoot, and it's going to be your side incomes and your primary weapon. That's always going to be up pretty much. And here I'm demonstrating the first combo that you can do, mainly to a support. That's like the easy combo. You shoot them up to 3 times and down swing them, because they're not going to be able to dodge roll out of any of that. So, and here's like obviously your basic combo that you might see against a general or a raid, when you see that dodge rolls. And here will be your more advanced combo. Shoot them twice, down swing, dash out, and do another charge, another shot. That's obviously more tricky. It becomes more easier on your spacing if you catch them like more towards the end of the animation of the downswing. You can do it close up too, but you're gonna have to try and manipulate your camera angle, and the timing is a lot more strict when you're closer. But as you can see, if you don't time it correctly, you'll basically miss. As you can see, what I'm saying about you manipulating your camera angle to try to follow up after, which is the more, yeah, like I said, it's more advanced than your normal stuff. I wouldn't worry about that combo too much. It is obviously good to know, because if you do want to do a little bit extra damage, and like it might be the killing blow, you might want to know how to do that, right? So I'm basically letting you know it is an option, not necessarily a thing you need to do all the time. But there is like the more easier version where you can literally dodge roll out of it. So you know, if you really need to get the killing blow on something, you can actually dodge roll out of it and then confirm the beam shot. right, dodge roll, and then boom. Obviously that's the more easier version, so, but I would definitely say to practice the one where you actually dash out, because obviously you're not overheated and you won't be able to be punished for being overheated. So this is kind of like what you could do if a suit is already dodge rolled. You can get 3 shots in, you know, downswing and then another shot in for pretty much maximum damage. Yeah, never really do the neutral. The neutral is garbage. It doesn't help you to lead up for your downswing at all. So yeah, I would kind of leave that in the dust and just go for the more simpler stuff. Just do a straight downswing. But yeah, that is going to be the tips and tricks for the Psycommu, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless.